Are you tired of waiting weeks or even months for a life insurance approval? Well, today, we're going to show you exactly how to get the financial protection your family needs and get it fast without a single medical exam.
So you might be wondering, is it actually possible to get life insurance that starts like today without all the tests and delays? The short answer is a big yes. But, the devil's in the details, so there are a few key things you've got to know to do it right.
So fast coverage with no exam? How does that even work? I mean, it sounds a little too good to be true, right? But I promise you, there are totally legitimate ways to get covered, sometimes in just a matter of hours.
Okay, and here is the single most important thing to get right from the start. It really all boils down to your health. If you're in pretty good shape, you're going to have some fantastic options for immediate, full coverage. But if you're not, you'll probably be looking at a waiting period. And that's a whole different ballgame.
So, keeping that in mind, let's dive into the 3 main ways you can get this kind of no-exam, no-wait coverage. Each one is really built for different people and different situations.
All right, first up we have Instant Decision Term Life. This is a super popular choice for anyone who needs fast, affordable protection for a set amount of time. Think 10, 20, or even 30 years. Perfect for when you're raising kids or paying down that mortgage. With this one, there's a clear trade-off. The upside is huge. You can get approved lightning fast for a really large amount of coverage, and your payments are locked in. They never go up. But the downside is that to make that possible, the insurance companies have to be pretty picky. So they might say no if you have even moderate health issues.
So who's this a good fit for? Well, it's pretty much perfect for healthy adults, usually under 60, who need a good chunk of affordable coverage right now to make sure their family is okay financially if anything were to happen.
But what if you're looking for something that doesn't just end, something permanent? Well, that brings us to our second option, simplified issue whole life insurance. This one is designed to cover you for your entire life.
Now with whole life, the give and take is a little different. You get that amazing peace of mind of lifetime coverage, and your payments are fixed for life. Plus, it builds up something called cash value. It's kind of like a savings account that's built right into your policy. The catch? It costs more, and the coverage amounts are usually smaller, typically under $50,000.
This is a really popular choice for older adults, say between 45 and 80, who are thinking about final expenses, like funeral costs or medical bills. They get that immediate protection, and they know for sure it'll be there no matter what.
Okay, our third option is one that a lot of people might already have and not even really think about. It's group life insurance, the kind you usually get through your job.
The key thing to understand here is convenience versus ownership. It's incredibly easy to sign up for. Usually you're just guaranteed coverage when you enroll at work. But here's the big one, folks. It's not portable. That means if you leave that job, poof, the insurance is gone. You don't get to take it with you.
So because of that, you should really think of it as a base layer of protection, a foundational safety net. It's great if you don't have any other coverage, or maybe if some health issues are making it tough to get one of those other policies we talked about.
Okay, so we've covered the main life insurance options, but now I want to talk about something a little different, an alternative strategy. What if insurance just isn't the right fit, but you still want to leave a legacy for your loved ones? There's another really powerful tool out there.
It's called a fixed index annuity with an enhanced death benefit. Whew, that's a mouthful, I know, but let's break it down. It's basically a private contract you make with an insurance company. You give them a lump sum of money, and they guarantee your family gets a bigger preset amount when you're gone. And the best part? No medical underwriting.
So how does this work in practice? It's actually super simple. You fund the contract with a lump sum, usually $100,000 or more. They ask 0 health questions, and that death benefit for your heirs is active from day one. This is a real game changer because it lets you sidestep any concerns about being insurable as long as you have the funds.
Now you might be thinking, okay, where does this lump sum come from? Well, the good news is you've got options. You can use money from a bank or brokerage account, or you can roll over money from your retirement accounts, like an IRA or a 401k, without triggering any taxes.
All right, we've talked about some really great options, but now we need to have a serious chat. There's one type of policy out there that's marketed as fast and easy, but you have to be so careful with it.
I'm talking about guaranteed issue life insurance. It sounds amazing, right? No exam, no health questions, you're automatically approved. But you have got to read the fine print on these things.
And here it is, the giant catch they don't exactly shout about in the commercials. These policies almost always have a 2 or 3 year waiting period. This quote says it all. If you pass away from an illness during that waiting period, your family doesn't get the death benefit. They just get back the money you paid in, maybe with a tiny bit of interest.
So the bottom line is this. Think of guaranteed issue as a break glass in case of emergency policy. It is your absolute last resort only for people who truly can't get any other kind of coverage. It should never, ever be your first choice.
Okay, that was a lot of information, I know. We've covered term life, whole life, annuities, and what to avoid. So what's the smartest next step? How do you actually figure all this out and make a decision?
Look, here's why this is so critical. You wouldn't buy the first car you test drive, right? You'd shop around. It's the same thing here, but honestly, the stakes are so much higher. Comparing policies is the only way to make sure you're not getting stuck with a hidden waiting period or paying way too much, or worse, leaving your family without enough protection. Listen, we get it. This stuff can feel pretty overwhelming, and that's exactly why we're here. If you'd like a hand with comparing all your options and finding the right fit for your family, we'd be happy to help. At The Annuity Expert, our services are always completely free. Just give us a call at 770-755-1565 or check out our website at annuityexpertadvice.com.